We're watching SUTV News with Kyle Rogers, Emily O'Shea, Sean Gallagher's Sports Report, and Zach Briscoe's Forecast.
Good evening, everybody. After a pleasant past week of weather, we hit a little bit of a speed bump today. What can we expect this upcoming week? We'll get to that in just a moment. First, starting out with your almanac. The average high this time of year is 59 degrees, your low 36. Today we picked up a little bit of rain, a trace on the measurements. Taking a look at tonight's forecast, we'll be around the freezing mark here in Shippensburg with clouds starting to decrease, but as you head out towards Pittsburgh and Johnstown, you're going to get a little bit of a rain-snow mix with just below freezing temperatures. Your Friday's forecast, breezy and windy around the area, 44 degrees, and 44 degrees up in Happy Valley as well. Taking a look at your national map, we have a little bit of lake effect snow going to be happening up towards Lake Erie and up towards Maine, but otherwise clear conditions for the rest of the region. And in your 5-day forecast, we once again have beautiful conditions coming up to start the week and for the weekend. Temperatures in the 60s, but showers return for your Tuesday.
Thank you, Zach. The SU Academic Quad is the grass triangle between Ezra Lehman Memorial Library, Franklin Science Center, Shippen Hall, and Dauphin Humanities Center. As of November 1st, there are new policies to reserve this space. On a nice day, students can be seen using the quad to promote various clubs and organizations. As of November 1st, this is no longer allowed. The new guidelines are released and steps to reserve the space are as followed. Contact the Cub Information Desk 2 weeks prior to the event to reserve the space. The group's advisor must submit a request for any equipment needed from the Facilities Management Department. As far as policies go, no amplified sound is permitted. Also, profit-making permits are required when needed. Inquiries should be addressed through the Student Senate. If you have any questions regarding the use of the quad, contact Ashley White at 717-477-1560.
Thanksgiving is approaching and Alpha Phi is ready for some football. This year is the 40th annual Turkey Bowl flag football game. Different groups and organizations can register to play. 9 players are allowed on the field at a time, but your team can have unlimited substitutes. Registration is $10 per team. If you don't want to play, you can still come watch. Admission is $1 at the gate at Student Association Field at Seth Grove Stadium. All proceeds benefit the Alpha Phi Foundation, which supports cardiac care and prevention for women. Heart disease is the #1 killer of women over 20, so come out and support this great cause. If you have any questions, contact Emily Banshee at eb7466@ship.edu. Here with your celebrity gossip updates, I know I've been dying to hear about the Twilight drama, is entertainment correspondent Mandy Whaley. What do you have for us this week, Mandy?
Entertainment correspondent Mandy Whaley.
Ladies, but it looks as if Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart aren't really done. Rumors last week are false. The popular hit television show Masters of Illusion is making 2 appearances at Luhr's Center live this weekend. The showings will be Saturday at 7 and Sunday at 3. There are still tickets available, and stay tuned for the end of the show to see a preview. Also on Sunday, the Woodwind Ensemble concert will be taking place at 3 in Old Main Chapel. The Japanese Drummers, or Yamato, will be performing at Luhr's Center Tuesday, November 15th at 8. So come out and see what these drummers are all about. That's all I have for you this week. Back to you guys.
Okay, Robert Pattinson may be single someday.
I know.
Don't go away. Sean Gallagher is back with your SU Raiders Sports Update. And a special guest is here to show you some mind-blowing things. Stay tuned to find out who. Welcome back to SUTV News.
Here with us now is Sean Gallagher with Shippensburg Sports. Hi, Sean.
Hey guys, nice to see you again. Well, no doubt Joe Paterno has dominated the headlines, but there is some news regarding Shippensburg sports.
Surprisingly.
Well, to start off with, the Red Raider football team was back in action at Seth Grove Stadium following a 3-game road trip this past Saturday. A trip in which they won 2 of 3 and outscored their previous 2 opponents 89-20. So would it be another big day for the Shippensburg offense?
Shippensburg finally home to take on the East Stroudsburg Warriors. In the first quarter, Zach Zulli finds Tamer Harris from 7 yards out as Shippensburg goes up 7-0. Zulli setting the record for most touchdown passes in the regular season. Later in the first, Zach Zulli will take it himself on the quarterback draw to the left and is just able to get past the goal line, making it 17-0 Shippensburg. Zulli had 346 yards of total offense himself in this game. Meanwhile, backup quarterback Nate Daniels was hounded by the Shippensburg defense for the short time he was in the game, as he gets hounded by Brian Sorber, who sacks him. And Daniels would be down, and he would be done for the day. Ship continued to pound it offensively in the first half, as Zach Zulli finds Brian Barley from 5 yards out. Shippensburg goes up 24-0. The Red Raiders would have 31 points in the first half alone. Rashawn McCain comes into the game, and he is in a stand-up run from 8 yards out, and that would be all. Shippensburg wins this game 44-14, 621 total yards of offense for the Red Raiders. Lindsey Barna caught up with Coach Mack to talk about the game.
I'm real proud of the defense.
Shippensburg's win assured first-year head coach.
It's a pretty good offense we faced today, so I'm really proud of them. And again, our offense did a good job coming out, and you know, we had some plays that were called back and scores, but I'll take this score any day. You know, it's win number 6. It's a winning season, and I'm very proud of those kids.
With the win, Shippensburg assured first-year head coach Mark Macheski a winning season both overall and in the PSAC East. The Red Raiders finished the season with an interconference matchup against the Mercyhurst Lakers this Saturday at Seth Grove Stadium. Watch the action right here on SUTV and listen radio side on WSYC 88.7 FM and online at WSYC.org. While Joe Paterno's firing has many looking back on what he has done in his 46 years as head coach at Penn State, there is no doubt that several members of the Shippensburg football team and staff have seen Paterno and Penn State as a big part of their lives. Lindsey Barna talked to a few of the players and coaches to get their reaction to this news.
As a player, for a business, I guess, standpoint, for us, you have to get ready no matter what happens. So as a player, you got to overlook the fact that he was fired, and you got a new head coach now, and you're going to have to work with him, and you got to get this next win.
I think the fans and everyone else is going to be more concerned about what's going on with Joe Paul and the scandal with Sandusky. And I think it's going to take away more from the actual game.
It's only one more game. I don't think it's going to affect their playing too much, at least the game plan. Tom Bradley, I think, is a good replacement for him.
I personally think he should have been fired right away. I think the athletic director should have been fired right away. I think the whole thing should have just, I don't know, I think they should just start all over.
I'm sad for the whole situation, whether it has to deal with football, with the young children involved with this situation. It's a bad situation the whole way around. And like I said before, we got to protect our kids, and those are the most important asset this country has, and we got to make sure we do the right things by the kids.
While the football team was in action, on the other side of the campus, the field hockey team faced off against Westchester in the first round of the NCAA tournament. But it was a short tournament for the Red Raiders, as they were shut out by the Golden Rams 3-0. It is only the second game this season that the field hockey team has been held scoreless in a game. The last time was on September 6th against Bloomsburg. On a positive note, the team finished the season with a 17-4 record. The women's volleyball team was in postseason action this Tuesday as they traveled to Lock Haven to take on the top-ranked Bald Eagles in the PSAC quarterfinal. The fourth-ranked Red Raiders were defeated 3-0 in straight sets. The team finishes the season with a 15-19 record. For the second straight year, the men's soccer team qualified for the NCAA tournament and faced off against California, Pennsylvania this afternoon at Millersville. The Red Raiders were in a tight 2-2 game late in the game, but the Vulcans scored 2 goals in the last 20 minutes to win 4-2. In cross-country news, the women's team takes home their 4th straight regional title. Neely Spence sets a new course record with a time of 20 minutes and 43 seconds. The men's team, placed 3rd, beating East Stroudsburg out by 2 points to make the top 3. It seems that Neely Spence is making headlines on a daily basis, and for a good reason. Spence has 4 straight individual PSAC titles. She represented the U.S. in the Pan American Games last month, and for those accomplishments, she has received another one, an honor that is not found on the cross-country course. According to the governor's office, Spence was appointed to the Shippensburg University Council of Trustees as a student member this week, a very prestigious honor for any student. Wonderful news to hear. With SUTV Sports, I'm Sean Gallagher.
All right, Sean, thank you so much. He's been to 37 states, 27 countries, traveling